Well, it's bungle in the jungle. Well, that's alright by me, yes. I'm a tiger when I want love. I'm a snake if we disagree, yes. Crocodile nasties, and he would make kittens, put snakes in the grass. He's a lover of life, but a player of pawn, just the king on the sunset, lies waiting for dawn to light up the jungle. His play is resumed, the monkeys seem willing to strike up the tune. Well, let's bungle in the jungle. Well, that's alright by me, yes. I'm a tiger when I want love, and I'm a snake when we disagree, yes. Let's bungle in the jungle. Well, that's alright by me, yes. Well, I'm a tiger when I want love, and I'm a snake when we disagree. Well, let's bungle in the jungle. Well, that's alright by me, yes. Well, I'm a tiger when I want love, but I'm a snake when we disagree.
My China girl, I feel a wreck without my little China girl. I hear her heart beating loud as thunder, so the stars crashing. I'm a mess without my little China girl. Wake up in the morning, where's my little China girl? I hear hearts beating loud as thunder. I saw the stars crashing down. I've been tragic like I'm Marlon Brando. When I look at my China girl, and I could pretend nothing really meant too much. When I look at my China girl, of swastikas in my head, plans for everyone. It's in the way of my eyes. My little China girl, you shouldn't mess with me. I'll ruin everything you are. You know, I'll give you television, I'll give you eyes of blue, I'll give you a man
Okay, I'm back. Again, if you want to Skype with me, might be my fault. We're going to wrap up the show, so I think the best thing to do is just use the chat server. If you want to be heard, that's fine. And you can depend on me to be here tomorrow. Yesterday was an aborted show, even though 3 people listened to it. What happened is that there are 2 computers. I have 5 computers overall. There are 2, for whatever reason, I can't get the sound in my earphones. And I couldn't even, it insisted on playing out of the speaker in the computer. So evidently I'm going to have to download some drivers from Microsoft to correct that problem, or sometimes you just uninstall, reinstall what's already there. That should solve the problem. So this is my final segment, and then we'll close the show with some music. Self-employment and 2 websites, and how to make everyone self-employed and or part of a labor guild, where you have a good insurance policy for those of you that have low self-esteem about being self-employed. It's your ultimate dream. Just do what you want to do, like some of these Wall Street guys I know, or these MLM guys I know, that do nothing but party, travel, and have a good time. I'm not over idealistic when I say it could potentially happen to any one of us, but those of you fortunate enough to hear my share the wealth proposition, because there's a way to do it for free with me where you spend not a nickel until you find out, eventually you'll want to invest into more stocks or other people's MLMs by buying from them products you need, how to rank high in Google, how to choose the right keywords and all that. Let's start with investorcommune.com. Now, what it is, it's an industrial democracy. We're basically an online internet industrial democracy where no management, the workers just vote on everything. It takes a while to explain how the scoring algorithm works. It's based on ratings, not just votes, keyword relevance, both social media and search engines, to come up with an idea what you think you are worth when it comes to profit sharing, which usually directly correlates to what you pay for a membership. But if you pay nothing, you will still have your vote multiplied by what you spend on other people's websites, which are MLM's multi-tier marketing. For people that don't know that terminology, MLM, it's a pyramid where, it's like the person above you, when you sell something, the person above you gets commission, and the person above them gets commission, so on and so on. Affiliate programs are already like that with postaffiliatepro.com, which I use at panbusters.com. But it's mostly insurance for people that have ideas, which in the past was considered to be a bad idea. Now it's a good idea. Mostly because we minimize our tax liability in ways that other people don't. Have a competitive advantage. If you want to sell products like through Alibaba, where we pool our money together, get it really cheap, even cheaper than Walmart, for people that don't want to travel to Walmart. And it's cheaper on top of that. It's delivered by mail, maybe next day. People love that experience. I think it's making a comeback. What happens is you don't have to pay for inventory. You don't have to pay for expensive software like Retail Pro. You don't have to pay for warehouses like Walmart does to get the price cheaper. Sell whatever you want as far as durable goods or services, like if you're a musician, sell music. In my case, I am an inventor of software services, is essentially what I am. Kind of like, PayPal or Brennan Page with Google and Zuckerberg with Facebook. I basically sell marketing, advertising, providing services. Unique to what's seen so far, except an integration of many good ideas, reinventing the wheel, so to speak. But all great discoveries happen by accident. So if you too spend a lot of time online and make many catastrophes like that, your little white character, remember that, Steve Urkel, that's a good thing. Because again, you accidentally discovered a better way of doing things, and then we evolve and move on. Excuse me. Now, the specifics are at investorcommune.com about how you have a competitive advantage over the wealthy. To rich people and poor people, like Eddie Murphy said, in trading places, it actually does happen. You have to pull your money together. We need a lot of people to get together. And if you just buy things, a percentage of that goes to Treasury. And then we vote to see if ideas are worth voting on, or if it's just one individual who wants to do business with another individual. He's the investor. The individual building, like a website or whatever, or even a brick-and-mortar creation, is like the freelancer, or what's called the entrepreneur, the inventor, if you will, or reinventor. Might be someone doing construction in a house. And with 3D printers, you can build a house for $4,000. A 1,000 square foot house, $4,000. You can print a car, parts for a car. You can do amazing things and technology out there where we just don't need people anymore. So we have to really make sure we corner the market, because the wealthy are going to buy all these robots. And if we can't find jobs, because the wealthy have all the robots, we're screwed. It's going to lead to something where, I don't know. Because the wealthy will program these robots to kill you. just like you see in T3, the third Terminator movie. Yep, that's what's going to happen, so you better fight back now. Don't pay any taxes at all. If you have any brains at all, you little wimps that think you go to jail, no, tax is not a crime. Just shut your stupid mouth, and you're going to need a gun. Because with these 3D printers, you can quickly mass produce fully automatic plastic weapons for pennies on the dollar that no courtroom or police precinct, or airport is going to be able to protect themselves from. At least to scare people, I think what happens is that's the thing. Guns are a deterrent where fewer bad things can happen, even though the liberal losers, the left-wing booby people like out in California with their fake boobs, or the real boobs, booby People's Republic of California. I mean, I had to get the hell out of there. It is a scary place. Even Orange County is a scary place. All the horrifying things that are going on right now with super socialism that's about ready to blow up like a balloon, lead to anarchy, just like Karl Marx predicted. I'm the guy that starts the revolt. Revolting for some time now, very high up the FBI's most watch list. Very proud of that. Because I have no fear of the consequences of what I do because of my bad health and basically just don't care much for life unless I get what I want. That's obvious. So as far as investorcommune.com, do go there. It's like the word investor, INVESTOR. Second word is commune, COMMUNE. Not as in communism, but as in community, where there's the possibility, although remote, the way I wrote up the charter of the Constitution, where you can make money and redistribute when you're going through hard times. Hopefully we'll have a permanent good world economy if you get rid of all the taxes and tax on insurance. I'll get rid of all taxes and all these great ideas, high-tech ideas that put people to work doing what they want to do. Because I think the polarization between people's talent and what the consumer demands of a world economy where it just happens to correlate to people's talent, we're not quite there yet, but it gets better over time as opposed to people having to work jobs well below their talent with these terrible assembly line jobs, which are fairly well automated to the point now where there's less and less human interaction that becomes necessary. But then you'll still have the love of labor, people that want to work and work hard, which is great. To each his own. Freedom is the only thing that works, and freedom leads to the end of exploitation. Because it's usually, in general, not always, the conservatives want you to be free. In general, but not always, the liberals want to end exploitation. You can do both. Anarchy. Self-employed people, labor guilds running companies, no government, no management, privatize the government, then charity insurance for those that don't work until techno-anarchy takes over. Man-machine duality with chips in our head instead of chips on our shoulder, in our shoulder, kind of like what I designed years ago. And it's all true. It's all true. And look at the evidence. It's out there. It's not that hard to understand, not that hard to make it work. So I guess we'll finish this off now by talking about Panda Busters. Now, Panda Busters, people come to me and say, well, Jim, I have a great idea. I want to do what I'm talented at and or have it overlap, kind of like a journalist like you that sells advertising for something that's hot. Like Google Trends will tell you what's trending upward, and all the related queries that's trending upward. We write a blog so you get a lot of traffic, but then you sell something that's high profit margin that you're good at, but preferably that's something that's also trending also. But I can't find customers, Jim. Well, I can't find customers either. That's why I'm here talking to a bunch of dead air for all I know. At least I hope some people are listening to these segments. I get 3 people for only 7 minutes yesterday. That's pretty good. That means a few hundred if I lasted all 3 hours. But it's like, how the hell do you get customers? Because in the beginning, the customers